Bro, what is this, dude? In Mexico. In Mexico. What is this?
That was rude. That was pretty fucking rude.
I learned this in America. Get out of our country, fucking gringos! I learned that one.
So when you gonna go back to your country?
This is my country.
Instant regret, MAGA in Mexico. We know we got to talk about it. This is insane. Why are people going to these countries if y'all got these hats on? Just relax and blend in. Enjoy your vacation. But no, let's go ahead and get into it. They want Americans that are voted for Trump out of there. Let's go.
Why do you come to Mexico if you don't like Mexicans?
I'm half Mexican.
Oh, then you voted for Trump? So you're one of those self-hating ones, motherfuckers? Go back to fucking America. Nobody wants you here.
So I'm on vacation in Cabo San Lucas. You know, anybody who follows me knows that I was here in September, so we come here a lot. We like it here. But I am a little disappointed this trip, only because there is a family of about 11 people. They're from Kentucky. Yeah, don't need to say much more than that, right? But anyway, they've been sitting next to us at the pool that we always frequent. And there's a son of one of the members that is in his 20s. He's in his 20s. But he's just like, oh yeah, you know, Nick Fuentes, Charlie Kirk, and da-da-da-da. It's just this MAGA bullshit all the time. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? You don't want Mexican citizens to come into the United States, but yet you'll come here and you'll vacation? Now, that's one part of it, right? And then, the more they drink, the meaner they get. So the Karens and the Kens start coming out. At one point, this lady that should not have been wearing a bikini, that was wearing a bikini, gets up, I guess, to go to the bathroom maybe, and the waiter is bringing her a drink, and she's like, just put it over there, right? And I'm like, what the hell? Who treats another person like that, right? Then a little bit later, her husband, who's been ordering food all day long, we're in an all-inclusive, so it's free, right? All that drinks and alcohol are free. And he's like, oh, my pizza's taking too long because they only have one oven and they're cooking for all these people over here. So you have to be over here and you have to be Asian to be able to get anything. I was like, oh my God. I mean, it is beyond me. And I cannot believe that people act like that. And you see it, and it's just like mind-blowing.
First question though, is she in the bathroom, on the toilet? Where is she talking from? If it's that important that she gotta make this video on the toilet, MAGA gotta go. Yo, if I gotta make this video while I'm shooting on the toilet, yo, did y'all talk about the MAGA hats over there? She was out there acting wild. Oh, snap, had a little bit of come out of Yo, this is taking me out. MAGA in Mexico, it doesn't matter where you're at, we're going to talk about it, even in the bathroom. This may not have been the intent of the MAGA movement. However, the MAGA movement has been recognized as anti-Mexican, as I want to deport everybody out of here. So because of that, of course, when you go to Mexico, you're going to have some problems. I mean, just common sense. Don't wear all that. What is you doing, bruh? ICE raids is crazy right now. But they have taken it to the next level. The next level. Watch this.
If you voted for Trump, you are not allowed in Mexico. You don't like us, we don't like you. Don't go there. Stay in your country. Figure it out. Vacation, I don't know, maybe Nebraska perhaps. One of the red states that you love so much. Stay there. Don't have margaritas, don't have tequila, no tacos, no enchiladas, none of that for you.
You better cancel those Cancun tickets because they don't want you in Mexico anymore. And I don't blame them. I totally get it. Enough's enough. You know what? You're going to pull this kind of shit, run these guys around with masks on, deporting all these people that frickin' helped our country in the damn 40s. We brought them over to fucking help bail us out of World War II. And from that point on, all the other people that came out, nobody has an issue with it. Until now, all of a sudden. And all these people that comment on my frickin' social media and just talk all kinds of racist smack and all kinds of shit. You know what? When you go to get your car washed, I guarantee you there's 5 undocumented immigrants washing your car. And you didn't say shit. You paid your little $18 and you got your car washed. You walk in that restaurant with your family and you got an undocumented immigrant probably back there washing dishes and cooking your food and probably taking your damn order and possibly owning the damn business. And you don't say shit. But now all of a sudden, the game has changed. The rules have changed. If you're illegal and you came across illegal, you need to go back home. You know what? You're full of shit is what you are. And you have no frickin' heart. Why don't you reach down in your goddamn soul and pull out fucking what's right? And you say it's legal? Fucking slavery was legal, you dumb fucks. Thank God we had fucking people that were sane enough to reach in their heart and realize this is fucking wrong. It's wrong. And what you're doing is wrong. I've never seen a goddamn officer in my life without a mask on, with a mask on, ever in my life. I've never seen one police officer. And now you got all these guys running around with masks on. That does
absolutely have to agree. People wearing masks, snatching up people off the streets. You don't know, no identification, who you are. It's giving a little 1930-ish, a little 1930-ish. Make sure y'all stand up on y'all history, because this is some wild stuff, man. And because of all this is going down, they again announcing no more entry to Mexico. You got all that MAGA stuff on. MAGA don't come to Mexico. So that's Mexico a little bit here, but how else? It's not just Mexico. It's the entire world. We have clips here of how people are reacting around the entire world. Let's get it.
This MAGA supporter had the audacity of showing up in Whistler, British Columbia, Canada, with a Make America Great Again hat on, and he thought that there would be no consequences to his actions because apparently we're too polite in Canada to do anything about these fucking cockroaches that are jeopardizing our future, our collective future. I'm sitting down in like a plaza, and who walks up but my new fucking little bestie? And without hesitation, I just yelled, "Your hat fucking sucks. MAGA fucking sucks." And then just like scattered like a little cockroach as they are, with my voice booing him as he went off into the fucking darkness where he belongs. I was by myself yelling like a fucking crazy lunatic at somebody in the middle of a plaza, and I didn't give a fucking flying shit, and I'm so proud of myself. If we ever see anybody that supports that presidency, you need to understand that this is no longer about right versus left, conservative versus liberal. This is gone. This is all gone. This is literally human rights or no human rights, future of this world or no future of this world, fear and hatred or love and fucking peace. I hope that that fire is lit inside of you and you guys are cranking the fucking heat up to let your voices be known and heard, that we are not going to stand with this nonsense. We are not going back into the fucking dark ages with a bunch of lunatics that are filled with hate and ignorance.
It's what?
The man's got a MAGA hat on.
He's MAGA
He's
hat.
wearing a MAGA hat.
Oh my god, he's wearing a MAGA.
He's wearing a MAGA hat.
Panic.
Everyone panic.
What's a MAGA hat?
What's a MAGA hat? Make America Great Again, Donald Trump.
Who's that?
Who's Donald Trump?
No, who's got a MAGA hat?
The man in the pub.
Oh.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person.
All right, this is a side note, but that nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. If you watch those trends on TikTok, because I'm mostly on TikTok, you know, those will be going up. I love those. I absolutely love those. Those will be hilarious. But on the real side, nobody wants MAGA visiting their country. It's a representation of hate and fear, like these people are saying. And I know there's some people who don't even feel like that. They're not trying to spread no hate or any fear. I'm just saying the reality of what's going on the street. There's a big divide on how Americans in the world are feeling in politics. It's a lot of hate, a lot of hate. There's a lot of cussing words, a lot of F-bombs, a lot of B's. We got to make sure that we understand we're all humans at the end of the day. We're all Americans at the end of the day. Well, if you're in America, you know what I mean. We're all citizens. We're all humans, okay? We're all humans. They're not playing. You will get deported. We do not want you here in Mexico. Americans go. What?
Mexicans want Americans to self-deport themselves out of Mexico. Yes, you heard me right. The Mexicans are saying, hey, Americans, it's time to go home. Deport yourself out of our country. Protesters took to the streets in Mexico City saying, no more gringos, stop stealing our land, demanding that local leaders regulate tourism and have stricter housing laws, saying that Americans cannot come in and buy up all the property there. Protesters soon became violent as they started smashing storefronts, looting stores, and harassing and screaming at tourists that are simply walking on the streets, telling them to go home. During 2020, a lot of Americans moved to Mexico because they could live cheaply there and they could continue to work in their American-based companies, so they were living large. Rent in the past 5 years has increased by 47%, and the people in Mexico are done with it. They're saying, we have had a mass invasion of Americans. They're taking over our land, they're bringing their culture here, and we're done. So Americans need to deport themselves out of Mexico. Sounds kind of familiar, right? We had a mass invasion here. Now we're trying to send people out of our country. Mexico's doing the same thing, saying, Americans, it's time for you to go home. We want our land back. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Okay.
Yeah, they're not playing. They're deporting. I mean, the nomad life, people wanted to get a cheaper living. If y'all want to kick us out of y'all country, we're kicking you out of our country. 47% increase in rent. I can't blame you. Yo, 47%? Get out of my country. You got to go. Go back to that American dollar place that y'all love so much. Why are you here? Because it's too expensive here. That green that is between the blue and the red, everybody got to go to, diminishing. The US dollar losing its power. But that's why I want to go ahead. Don't want to get too serious. Gonna keep it light.
Last time I was here at the Guadalajara International Airport, and I told you that one of my many enjoyments was watching MAGAs have to wait in that long ass line to return to the US, and when they get to the front counter, they're told that their immigration paperwork isn't in check, and then they're sent way down there to the immigration office to get that paperwork in check, and by this time their blood pressure is through the roof. Now, they're not concerned about the tax that they have to repay that they already paid, which is typically about 40 bucks, but they're more concerned about the crunch time, because if they don't have this paperwork in check, they're not boarding. Like always, since my flight is delayed 2 hours from Guadalajara, Jalisco to Las Vegas, Nevada, I thought I'd stand around and just fish, waiting for a MAGA to be sent down to the immigration office so you can see firsthand how upset they get when their white privilege here in Mexico is revoked. When it happens to Mexicanos who are traveling back to the US, it kind of sucks because they get caught up in the system. But when it happens to those peeps right there, it's kind of like an eye for an eye.
Are you a MAGA follower? Please do not come to Mexico. Do not come to Cancun. Do not come to Puerto Vallarta or Acapulco. Stay in the United States. Eat your Taco Bells. Eat your burritos. Eat your whatever you got back home. In Mexico, we already know that MAGA people hate Mexicans. We already know that you support Donald Trump, who is a really bad guy for Mexicans. They are putting our people in prisons. They are attacking our people. They are disappearing little children, separating families. We don't like MAGA people here in Mexico. And if you come, please do not bring your orange hat saying MAGA. Do not come with your shirt saying MAGA, because I've seen cases where MAGAs have been attacked by Mexicans in Cancun. At least they get knocked on their head, or at least they insult them, and we are right. We know you hate us in the United States, so why are you gonna come to Cancun with your offending us with your MAGA shirts or hats? Stay in the United States, you're better there. Why do you come to Cancun? Why do you come to Mexico? If you don't like us, say that.
For you MAGA people, Mexican president have good news for you. If you are planning a cruise ship going to Mexico and you have a MAGA hat, a MAGA shirt, or anything regarding MAGA, it's good news for you because you can wear it in the ship. Oh yeah, you can wear it all day in the ship. But as soon as that ship hits Mexico, you're not allowed to wear it. Take it off. Take it off. Because you will be deported back to the ship by Mexican ICE. Oh yeah, Mexican ICE will escort you back to your quarters. Oh hey, MAGA people, pobrecito.
Oh, this is crazy. We talking about the reverse here. Now MAGA people are getting deported if you come off on a cruise ship with the hat on. People are crazy. It is insane. Again, I don't condone any violence. We just here to cover what's going on in these streets. So go ahead and make sure, let me know your thoughts, because what kind of mindset do you have to be in? Is this boldness, or is it in just some feel of invincibility, or is this delusion? Let me know your thoughts of going to Mexico on vacation with your MAGA hat on, with all these ICE raids and all these ICE protests and all these. Let me know your thoughts, because this is some craziness. Let me know your thoughts down below, because this is about to be an insane video. These comments already are hidden, and these reactions and clips are about to be crazy. So let's get it.
I'm in Cancun, Mexico. You know, you go on vacation to escape politics, just to have a relaxing vacation. But nope. It's got to be that one lady in the pool with a MAGA hat, you know? But it makes you think. It makes you think, like, can you imagine the spit, piss, and shit in this woman's food? Can you just imagine the amount of feces that is involved in making her dinner here in Mexico? Thinking that it's okay to wear that disgusting hat in a country that all you do is talk shit about? It's simply amazing. It really is. Anyway, I hope from the bottom of my heart that everything that she eats is loaded with piss, shit, and spit. I don't know. That's just bait. But anyway, I hope I hope everybody's doing well out there. And yeah, this thing will be back soon. Have a day.
If you voted for that orange man, Cinco de Mayo is coming up and you're not allowed to celebrate, okay? Because you can't hate on people and then enjoy their culture. No, you're cut off. You can't do that. And if you do, I hope you get exposed to diarrhea. I hope you walk out of that restaurant that is probably understaffed. I hope that you fall flat on your face and you break your nose or something, you know? Hope you go home and you stub your toe, or you get an ingrown nail, bad hair day, just something. No, bad hair day is too nice. You need something worse. But don't be celebrating something that you voted against. The fuck?
Now, I can kind of see the point. Don't celebrate what you voted against. You're trying to get everybody out of the country, blah, 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 the hyperbolic statements and things like that. But when we talking about people got to be eating pee and eating poop, this is how it's funny and jokes and all, but really looking at it, you can see how deeply divided this country is over everything. When reality, whether you're wearing blue or red, it's a Uni-party. Our dollar is literally tanking, and the American people are being affected, and we're fighting over if you wear blue or red. It don't be making any sense. But they'll ride their hardest on both sides. If you don't see me 100%, go with the left. If you don't 100% with the right, oh yeah, no, you're a problem. So both sides, I feel like, is a cult. Let me know your thoughts down below. I feel like they're both a cult. People say MAGA is, people say the Dems are a little bit. I think if you don't follow anyone 100%, then you're going to have problems on both sides. And that's already an issue. Ain't nobody going to be having a hive mind. They shouldn't. Everyone should be thinking independent. But let's go ahead. I digress. We're going to go ahead and get back into MAGA in Mexico, because Trump is not deporting the big booty Latinas. Let's get it.
Ah, what a beautiful morning. So grateful that Trump got in office. Life is going to be so much easier again. A few moments later.
So I just got the quote from the dentist in Mexico I've been looking to go see because, no offense to my current dentist in the United States, I love him. He does a really great job, and I wish I could go to him. I just can't afford dental care in the United States.
Own the libs. Are you winning yet? No, because you played yourself. These are the females who lack the spine and the courage to step into a private voting booth and vote to safeguard their own rights as women. They're so weak that they actively participate in their own downfall, allowing men to use them as tools.
Major critique that I have about Donald Trump is that man is a terrible messenger. So I'm going to hopefully clear up some misconceptions about his approach to immigration, because he always says like the big scary part, but he never says the actual good part that people would relate to. And don't ask me why, it must be a Gemini thing, okay? Because for being ruled by Mercury, they are terrible at getting their messages out. So let me start out by saying that Donald Trump is not this big, scary, racist man that just wants the entire Latino community out of America. That it could be farther from the truth. And for some reason, you always hear about how he's going to get people out of the country, but he never speaks about how he plans on getting them back in. When Joe Biden was president, he created the app where people could go on and apply for asylum as they were coming into the country. Donald Trump repurposed this app as a self-deporting app. And if you use this app and do self-deport yourself, you will be the first in line to get citizenship. So yes, Donald Trump drew a hard line and said that if you came here illegally, you need to self-deport. But he also said, if you do choose to self-deport, that you will be on a fast track to becoming a U.S. citizen. And
now, this is what I mean by when I say both sides are on a cult-like, because, again, if you ain't seeing it how I'm seeing it, I'm about to bash the hell out of you. And, again, my man ain't doing nothing wrong. I don't see why he's just missing the highlights of, you know, people can come back. They draw on this division because that's what's going to get you angry. What the? Hey, I can't. Could you imagine Trump going out to MAGA and telling them, if y'all leave right now, you illegal immigrants, and you go ahead and self-deport, you be the first in line to come back. They don't want to hear that. They just want to hear self-deport and get out. It's the division that works. That's the division that keeps y'all distracted, keeps us all distracted. But I digress. We ain't going to get too much into it. We're going to keep it light. Like I said, the big booty Latinas ain't going nowhere, and MAGA in Mexico, let's get it.
And to Latinos who voted for Trump because you have papers and you're safe and you're okay and you're good, let's not forget that the only reason that you have those papers is because at some point, someone in your bloodline came to this country illegally and got them.
I absolutely want to go ahead and highlight this clip because the immigration system is completely broken. So it has a lot of people, obviously, rightly so, angry and upset. We out here doing crazy stuff right now. People getting snatched up. And so this system is just breeding a lot of division.
Get that shit out of here.
Hey, you should show some respect.
Oh yeah, respect? That guy's on the Epstein list.
Get that out of here.
Show some respect.
You should.
Your daddy's office is that way.
None of you are going to do anything now, so.
Are you in tears?
Come on, let's. Yo, he definitely got some cojones on him to go out there wearing a hat while people are protesting. I just don't want to highlight too much on the violence aspect of people, you know, angry at each other, but it is more so on just the state of where we're at as America, the divide. We are so deeply divided, forget just politically everything in our life. It's you versus me when we're all Americans. It's crazy that this is the time when we're living in. I have to hop into these comments because they are crazy. They do not play about these political divides. Man. Said, I made him block me. Even Sergeant doesn't like to be exposed. So I guess he's been in trouble before. He's been arrested multiple times and recently for Grand Theft Auto, among other things. Damn, they pulling up people's rap sheet up here. I'm telling you, MAGAs are the biggest piece. Hey, I'm not here for the divide. I'm just covering the news. But yeah, we got some clips here. Go ahead and pause the video and make sure y'all go ahead and read some of these because they're crazy. We're going to go ahead and hop back into it because y'all got to see what's happening next. Where these people are going with these hats. It's getting crazy. Let's go.
You all should be ashamed of yourselves inside of a Mexican restaurant sitting here eating. You all are
Nazis. Go yourselves. So are you. And no, I'm not. That in a restaurant, you don't think that these people have family? They love it. They love us here. They know us well. They know us well, and they love us. I don't care. Well, you ought to care. You ought to care. You're way out of line. You're way out of line.
So in Puerto Vallarta, right? Which is Mexico, right? Full of brown people. Not this white woman with the audacity of wearing a Make America Great Again hat. Fucking audacity. She needs to go back to her country. Bitch, I'm riled up. She literally was like, what did you say? And I said, go back to your country. Did I stutter? I have time today. I have plenty of time today. Not in.
Now you have to be a special type of special to be wearing a MAGA hat out in Mexico and in a Mexican restaurant with all these riots going on and ICE and everything. The political divide. Yo, you're definitely bold. Definitely bold. I mean, obviously it shouldn't be like that. Obviously, in an ideal world, we should all have peace. But right now, man, the way we pushing and the ICE raids and everything, yeah, you're definitely asking for something, some confrontation when you're out in public. That's the easiest way to say it. When it comes to Mexico, they don't play and they're very passionate. I wouldn't mess with them. As you can see through these comments, they on the top. Now, we haven't even got into the real craziness. Let's go ahead and get into that. But real quick, if you do want to go ahead and stay laced up with what's going on over here in America, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. Got to push this into the algorithms. And I'm just here keeping y'all laced up. Let's get it.
Oh my God, it's right. You're with this. He doesn't want me or you to have equality. Oh my God, go pray for me. Touch me and watch me get hands on my head and get away. Sit down. Get out. You're not welcome here. You don't want these people here. You're not welcome. You want me to make you be okay. Comfortable in this one. Who the hell are you? I'm proud of you. You don't like the prior service. You don't like that. Why are you in this Mexican restaurant wearing that hat? This is free right here. This is some.
Okay, let me get this straight so we're all on the same page. You decided to go to a Mexican restaurant. And then you got mad that Mexicans work at the Mexican restaurant. And then you took it one step further and you didn't leave a tip and you wrote a racist message. And then you thought you were being slick by scribbling out your name. All for them to print out another merchant copy with your full name just to get you fired?
I gotta make some quick comments here because I don't care where I'm at or what I'm wearing. If I'm eating at a restaurant with my family, you come up talking crazy to me, we're gonna absolutely have problems. They are super nice, calm, collected because this lady's tripping. What are you talking about? Bugging my whole meal? No. But this lady over here breaking it down, yo, somebody got fired over here for hating on the Mexicans at the Mexican restaurant. Yo, these stories are wild.
Wearing a MAGA hat in public is like panhandling for attention, bro. Like, you know, when you see a homeless person that's crazy, not to say all homeless people are crazy. A lot of them are saying just, you know, have bad luck, whatever. But we meet somebody who's authentically homeless and crazy, you do not make eye contact with them. That's how I treat everyone wearing a MAGA hat. They're not wearing it for support or some shit. They're wearing it for attention. And you're not gonna get it from me. Please leave me alone. Please, you are imposing yourself on me in this airport or Starbucks or library. Well, you wouldn't be at a library, but wherever you would be at, I pity you. Like, like, I don't know how to tell you, like, ew, dude. That's what it is. Like, people think, oh, you're just offended by right-wing honesty. Like, no, like, your comedy sucks. your arguments. So everything sucks. Like, you suck, bro. Like, leave me alone. Like, leave me. You have the government. Take it off. Do whatever.
This might be a hot take, but if you see someone in public that has a MAGA hat, literally don't acknowledge it. I was in Chicago last week and some guy came up to me in a grocery store and he asked me where the avocados are. He was wearing a MAGA hat, literally didn't look at it. And I said, back right corner, have a nice day. Kept walking. And he goes, wait, I have something else to ask you. And I turn around and he just stared at me like he wanted me to say something about his hat. Like he was wanting the attention. So don't give it to them. At this point, there's no election going on. They simply want to engage you so that you argue with them so that they can have this exciting interaction. Because a lot of them don't see politics as dealing with people's lives. They see it as a hypothetical culture war that they are winning right now, and they want to flaunt that they are winning, that they are being protected by the current administration. So absolutely do not give into that. Simply pretend like you don't see it. They might touch their hat, they might fiddle with it, they might point to it, they might even say, what do you think of my hat? Say nothing, just keep walking. It's genuinely like a toddler. When a toddler is engaging in bad behavior, ignore them. Do not give them attention, don't feed into it. Simply say, hey, I'm not going to talk about that right now. Don't behave that way. And then it stops.
I used to be Democrat, and then during COVID, I kind of just like started focusing on politics and like questioning some of the stuff.
Through TikTok? Or?
No, not through TikTok, like actual documents and bullshit.
Right. What kind of resources do you use?
Oh, my resources was like just YouTube videos.
Okay, now I say that because again, there was a lot of propaganda that was being pushed during this 2024 election, and a lot of people was just like, I don't care, I don't know. Not that I don't care because I'm angry and I'm broken, there's a lot going on, but I don't want to keep going through the same system. I don't want to keep going through the same process. So I can't understand why this younger college person looking would have been online on YouTube and seeing all the media about what's going on and having somebody talking about doing something compared to... But I digress. I am not going to get too political. I will say this. It was just a big BS show for the whole 2024 election. And so these are the decisions that had to be made, and this is where we're at. At the end of the day, though, it doesn't really matter if you're left or you're right. Both of these parties is a Uni-party. They're going to print the dollar into oblivion, and we're going to feel it the most down here as everyday Americans. So I just want to go ahead and cover that. Thank y'all for kicking it with me. If you liked the video, like, comment down below, and subscribe, and we're going to catch y'all on the next one.